Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm back with another strawberry letter. If you enjoyed these types of videos from your girl, be sure to thumbs up. And if you want to support me and what I do, be sure to support me by purchasing one of my books. The first one is called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. And my second book is called Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. Both books are Amazon.com bestsellers, and they're also available on Amazon, Kindle, and BarnesandNoble.com. So be sure to purchase that book for either yourself or maybe a single girlfriend, cousin, family member, soror, girl, whoever who needs this book or needs the two books. Be sure to support my movement by doing it in that way. Without any further ado, let's get started with today's video, which I'm hoping will be one of 5. I want to do 5 videos in 5 days. This is video 1, so you may be on the lookout for another strawberry letter tomorrow. Without any further ado, let's go get 'em. Hi BG, I've been watching your channel for about a year now, and I love your strawberry letters. They give me so much motivation and a sense of empowerment, and now I'm in need of your advice. I've been friends with this guy for about 8 years now. We met in college back in 2009, and we have had a somewhat complicated relationship ever since. I started developing feelings for him during college, but he said he was not quite ready to start a relationship because he was just getting out of one shortly before. I understood, and although I wasn't happy about it, I agreed, and we remained friends. During our time as friends, we had to spend a lot of time together, and we had a lot of fun, and we became very close, and I had my first sexual experience with this man. A year goes by and our relationship status remained the same, friends. One weekend while away at college, a friend of mine came to visit from my hometown, and my guy friend was also there. The three of us hung out that weekend and had fun together. My girlfriend from home needed a place to crash, and I had an extra room in my apartment available for her, so I agreed to let her stay. I also let my guy friend stay over because he had already stayed the night over with me several times before this particular weekend. My girlfriend pulled me to the side and asked about the status of my relationship with the guy, and I said that he wants us to remain friends, and I kind of shrugged it off thinking nothing of it. To make a long story short, my guy friend and female friend from home stayed in the same room at the apartment, and they slept together. The next morning, I saw that they came out of the same room, but I was sure that they couldn't possibly have done anything like that. But when I saw my girlfriend a few months later without the guy present, she confirmed that they had in fact slept together, and that the guy friend felt it was best to keep it all a secret. When I found out about them sleeping together, I was upset. My guy friend told me that since we were not a couple, I didn't have a valid reason to be upset over it, and it was just sex, and that I should not let it ruin our friendship. So over the next and final years of college, I realized that I really cared about this guy, so I tried to remain friends with benefits with him. But I had trouble trusting him, and this put a damper on our relationship. He told me that in order for us to be a couple, that I needed to start trusting him and that I shouldn't be insecure. Alright, so I'm going to summarize it from here. The writer of the letter goes on to say that she finished school and that she moved back to her hometown, but the guy stayed to finish grad school. So she said when she moved away, she met a new guy, and she fell for him really quickly, but she found out on the second time that they had sexual intercourse that she was pregnant. So the guy convinced her to have an abortion, and he told her that he would pay half of it. I think the abortion, she said, was $500. And then she said that he said that you go ahead and get it done, go ahead and pay for it, and then I'll just reimburse you, which is crazy when you think about. It's crazy to me how they're so cavalier about it. But anyway, she had it, and the writer of the letter is complaining that she never did get his share of the abortion money. And the guy friend of hers thinks that they should carry on some sort of a long distance relationship, but he's still not ready to call it a relationship, although it has now been 8 years. He still doesn't want to call it that. He just wants to basically keep in touch and be there for her emotionally. He can't understand why she's been so distant. Now, the writer of the letter doesn't know what she should do. Girl, you were wrong to not tell your girlfriend exactly how you felt about him. Even if he said he didn't want a relationship, you should have told her. If she's truly your friend, you should have been open and communicating with her. I would like for something to happen. He's saying let's be friends for now, but I would like in the future for us to get together. So he's off limits. And she, being your friend, should have known that somebody who you once had feelings for, even if she says the feelings are gone, you know how your good girlfriend is. You know if a guy is somebody who's messed with one of your friends, they're off limits. There's too many men running around here loose to be sharing some man with your friend. I feel like it was a test, and I feel like the friend failed. And I also feel like he was wrong. You only cover up what you feel like is wrong. If he felt like there was nothing wrong and they weren't a couple, so what's the big deal? Then why did he insist that the friend keep it a secret? I feel like this whole scenario was a page ripped out of my second book. This is how a lot of guys play games. This is how guys are players. They always give you all of this talk about how they're not ready for a relationship, but yet they're there. They're calling you, they're checking on you. You never want to be with somebody who is comfortable running in and out of your life, running in and out of your heart, running in and out of your bedroom. Now, the reason why some guys do this, and you keep thinking that, oh, it's because he loves me, like you talk about in the letter, how you go months without talking and then he'll come out of nowhere. He's coming out of nowhere to make sure that line of communication is still open, that he still got you. That if he can sweet talk you a little bit more, he can still be intimate with you. A guy who truly cares about you will never go months without talking to you. He'll never do it. He'll never risk the idea that somebody else can come along and sweep you off your feet. He's only doing that to check on you to make sure, I still got you. I still got you. I can still get with you. I can still get the goods. Oh, okay. All right then. Bye, girl. January, February, March.
Hey girl, what's going on? I still got you. I still got you. I still got you. Okay, good.
That's all that's about. That's never about you and he can't let go and he can't get over it. He's still thinking about you. He ain't thinking about you. He ain't sorry. He's not. He ain't thinking about you, girl. And I'm not saying this in a mean way. I'm saying it to be honest and to sort of jar you a little bit. Don't let somebody treat you like this. This is not what real love looks like. Somebody sleeping with your friend in your house under your roof. But it also, I feel like you have to take responsibility for your actions. You allowed all this, not once but twice. In the second situation, you said that you guys have, haven't known each other very long, and on the second sexual intercourse with the guy, you ended up pregnant. He wasn't your boyfriend, wasn't your fiance, wasn't anything. You keep ending up in this same situation. The common denominator here is you. Now, I can say he's a bad guy, and I can say the second guy is a bad guy, but I also have to say that you too, you played a role in this. You keep letting guys get away with the same line. Both of these guys ran game on you. Both of them. But you were a willing participant in it all. Stop letting guys tell you that they're not ready for a relationship, they're ready to have sex. That's not how any of this works. They're both using you, but you're willing to be used. So there's only so much victim that you can play. You have to decide that you, your body, your feelings, your emotions, your self-worth is worth more than some guy who talks to you every now and then falls off the planet. You should never speak to him again, just off of the principle of the thing. That he would have the nerve, the audacity to sleep with your friend in the next room and then have her be quiet about it. If that's what he's doing right under your roof, imagine the life that he's living long distance. What do you mean he still wants to talk back and forth long distance? That's not it. He thinks you're gullible and he wants to keep you right where he wants you to be. He wants to be able to know that at any point, at any moment, whenever he's in your hometown, that you're a number that he can call. Like, there is no effort being put here. Everybody always talks about the whole Olivia Pope line in Scandal when she says, you have to earn me. But really, you really have to. You don't just get to put in minimal effort and get maximum benefits from somebody. He's doing the bare minimum. You never allow a man to get away with all of that. When you settled for friends with benefits, when you actually wanted to be a girlfriend, when you wanted more, when you let him sleep with your best friend in your house, in the next room, and you still let him talk to you, like all of those things are lowering his image of you in his eyes. You caused him to see you this way. If you ever showed him that you had some standards. Standards are not old-fashioned. Standards are not played out. This is the whole thing about this whole feminist movement. You think it's cool to do it, and the women always get burned. Guys are perfectly capable of being intimate with a woman and forgetting that your mama ever had you. Okay? But women, sometimes we have a tendency to grow an attachment, a fondness for someone. We can't do it like men do. And I'm all about female empowerment. That's what I do. That's the whole basis of my brand. My company is The Ultimate Woman. That's what it's called. It's all about helping you to be the best version of yourself. That does not mean cheapening yourself by letting somebody make you a friend with benefits. That's not even about just me being a Christian and me giving you Christian advice. That's just being a woman and being smart about it. Don't let anybody use you because he's getting more out of that whole friends with benefits thing than you are. He's the only one benefiting. All you are becoming is something to do. And that is despicable for somebody to treat someone that way, but it's even worse when you allow yourself to be treated that way. Stop letting men treat you like trash when you know that you're a treasure. I do want to address the second part of this letter, and I'm trying to do so in a way that is as compassionate as possible. You are more outraged about him not giving you that $250 for that abortion than you are about this baby. I feel like you never really thought about the toll that having an abortion will take on you physically, emotionally, spiritually, like in so many ways, mentally. You're just worried about the money. Your decisions will not just affect you, but it can also affect your future and affect your children and your ability to have children. You can't be so casual and cavalier about your body. It's not cute to be in situations where you having sex with this one and this same guy who claims he cares for you is having sex with another girl in the next room and you still talking to him? What does that say about you? And the second guy, you had sex with him, barely knew him, not in a relationship, again, didn't learn anything from the first situation, and you end up pregnant with this guy's baby. So you sleeping with guys you barely know unprotected, you better be glad that a baby's the only thing that he could have gave you. You have to value yourself more. Don't give somebody your time and your body, and if the only door a man is rushing to open for you is the bedroom door, you need to lock it and keep it locked. Don't let him treat you like this. You deserve so much better than you're getting, but you gotta know that. You can't expect him to know how you should be treated. You gotta know that for yourself. You have to know what your standards are and what you deserve before you get into a dating situation. You can't figure it out. You can't wing it. You can't play it on the fly. You have to be able to know, before I get into a relationship, I don't want to be with anybody who says they're not ready for a relationship, because that's code for I just want to have sex. It's kind of like if you're going for a job interview and you go into the job interview, you're all dressed up nice, you're looking cute and everything, and you're like, I just want to know if you guys are hiring. Here's my resume, and they say they're not hiring right now. Now, you don't show up the next day in the lobby with your laptop trying to work. You don't be like, I know you guys haven't hired me, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this right here, okay? I'm just gonna pull over in this corner and just start working for free, because I know what you said, but I think if you see my work, you'll like it and you'll just hire me. You don't do that. You take them at their word. How can you do that with a job and can't do it in a relationship? If the guy says, I'm not interested in a relationship, and if you know that you are, that should be the end of it. You're not convincing him. You're not going to make him change his mind. Get over yourself. Get over your female ego that can make you say, yeah, but he hadn't had me yet. Like, no, because you won't be able to sex him enough. You won't be able to feed him enough. You won't be able to take care of him well enough. You won't be able to do any of those things enough. You won't be cool enough of a homie to be able to make him change his mind. Just like you would not do that at a job, you can't do it in a relationship, because it does not work. I love you guys, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. Also, if you want to further support the movement, be sure to pick up one of my books. The first one is called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right, and my second book is called Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. Both books are available on Amazon.com, Kindle, and BarnesandNoble.com. So if you want to support me, be sure to pick up a copy of one of my books. Also, I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will possibly be tomorrow. As you guys know, I'm trying to do 5 strawberry letters in 5 days. So check back here tomorrow, mañana, and hopefully there'll be a brand new, fresh, crisp strawberry letter waiting for you to open up and enjoy. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Until next time. Later, divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.